Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. This is the iGold Advisor channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the make or break level for gold over the rest of this year. There's a very clear level that we can see on the charts that is going to decide whether or not the low is in, whether or not the bottom is in for gold, or whether there could be one more major low still to come, which you would want to take advantage of when that happens. So we're going to talk about that specific level today. You know, there's so much going on with the war, with Iran, Israel, the United States. There are rumors of a ceasefire. There are rumors that Trump may start to blow up the energy infrastructure in Iran, which would then cause the price of oil to skyrocket. How would that impact the gold price? So many of these fundamentals going on that it's very difficult to know exactly how these are all going to play out. And by studying the price, which is what we're going to do here, the price chart, we can look at the sum of all the fundamentals. All of the buyers and all of the sellers must show up at the price. There's no other place for them to show up. And so by studying the price, we can see whether or not these fundamentals, whether or not these things going on with Iran, or even the things that we don't know about, whether or not they're going to cause this make or break level to hold. So that's what we'll look at today. If you have 1 second, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when these videos come out on YouTube. If you have 1 second to give it a thumbs up, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you for that. Last but not least, make sure to follow us on X at iGlobalGold, because some weeks I do not have a chance to post on YouTube, but I often post quicker updates for free on X. Okay, let's look at it. This is the intermediate term perspective for gold. Every line, every color that you see on this system is going to have a meaning for it. So please reference this key over here so you can see, for example, the dashed lines, as you can see right here in black, are less significant than the solid lines, right? So different colors, different shadings for the lines. Now, remember what I said. We want to try to answer the question, was this the bottom? And what is that make or break level that is going to tell us, was this the bottom right here, this panic low from about 2.5 weeks ago at 4,100? Was that the bottom? Well, let's take a look at all of the available levels, all of the evidence that we have to examine here. First of all, let's talk about the trend that formed after gold broke above 2,075, which was just 2 years ago. Remember, gold was consolidating below 2,075 for 4 years. Way off this chart, gold was consolidating all the way from early 2020 through the beginning part of 2024. And when it finally broke out in early 2024, we can see that gold started to form a very clear trend of what? Resistance. Now, resistance is simply, where are the sellers showing up? Where are the sellers choosing to sell their gold? Whether or not they are speculators, whether or not they are mining companies selling their gold into the market, whether or not they are speculators, whether or not they are traders, whether or not they are manipulators. Yes, it's all of the above. It's not any one of those groups. It's everyone together. Where are the sum of all those entities showing up? And we can very clearly see that they were showing up on a very well-defined, this is about a 1.5 year long trend, right? Can you see this? So, I mean, the markets move in patterns. This is the real important thing for you to remember. Markets always move in patterns. It's only a question of whether or not we have the capacity as human beings to recognize the patterns. So, let's continue. Notice that after this trend here was broken to the upside, exactly 1 year ago, this was on the tariff panic, the Trump tariff panics from April of 2025. Remember when he was slapping all those tariffs on China and Canada and Europe, right? And the market said, enough is enough. We're shooting gold higher. Notice then that after that shot higher, what? This same trend, which was formerly sellers, started to appear as what? Buyers. So this is a key principle to understand. If you like to analyze markets, you want to really understand how markets actually behave. Yes, the gold market, but much further than that, all markets. There is a principle in price analysis or technical analysis, as it is sometimes called, that says support, once broken, then should be expected to act as resistance, or vice versa. Resistance, once broken, should be expected to act as support. And that's exactly what we saw here in this instance from early 2025. Support, support, support. Now, follow with me. The market makes a slingshot higher and starts to form what? An even more aggressive trend higher. Notice all the lows coming up along this trend. Clearly, buyers were just getting more and more anxious about buying gold until what? Right there. That trend was broken 2.5 weeks ago when Turkey was forced to sell 60 tons of their gold into the market to try to prop up the Turkish lira in response to the rising oil and gas prices, which happened because of the war, right? So Turkey selling their gold caused this trend to break. And then notice the opposite of this pattern here. This rising trend, once broken, then what? Aha, resistance. It got rejected there just last Wednesday. And of course, there's always fundamental reasons why that happens. Last Wednesday, it was that Trump got on the TV at 8 o'clock at night and said, we're going to bomb Iran back to the Stone Ages. And that was interpreted by the market to mean there's going to be more war, which means oil prices are going to go higher, which means the inflation is going to get more out of control, which means the Federal Reserve is probably not going to cut interest rates. And so Trump single-handedly caused that move right there back down below the line that we've been watching here for the last 6 months, okay? So that trend is now broken. Now we look at the new downward trend that has started to form here from the all-time high at 5,600 through the secondary peak. And where does that leave us for gold right now? It leaves us right here. This is a logical system, guys. You should be able to see with your eyes how this system works. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and we will never get 100% of the market calls right. No system will get 100% of the calls correct. But I have found through my 20 years of doing this that by focusing on the most important visible trends in the market, and where do those trends visibly get broken, either higher or lower, it then gives us a logical price boundary that we can talk about, green, where gold should be expected to trade over the intermediate term. I'm talking the next 3 to 6 months here on this chart. We're in a slightly declining trend now. The rising trend has been broken. There is still a valid declining trend. And so the make or break level here over the course of the next couple weeks, getting into the second quarter of 2026, is 4,800. Write this one down. 4,800 in the spot market is that make or break level that I was telling you about. Because remember what we said, support, once broken, should be expected to act as resistance. So 4,800 should now be expected to act as resistance for the gold market, and gold should be expected to then roll over. It should have a new downward trend starting from the recent peak, roll over back down, perhaps even to make a new low over the course of the next several months. So this is the scenario that I'm watching, and the key level to tell me whether or not I'm going to be correct, because as I said before, no form of analysis is ever going to be 100% correct, but you have to align with the visible trends, the visible support and resistance, unless proven otherwise, unless the market shows you something new. And we'll talk about what that would mean if the market shows us something new by breaking 4,800. But for right now, 4,800 should be expected to act as resistance. The market rolls over and makes a new low. Now, I think there's a significant chance that another low here below the recent low, let's talk about in the region of the upper 3,000s, that this region could be a significant long-term bottom coming up later this year within the next few months. Why do I think this level in the upper 3,000s could be a much more significant long-term bottom? Look at the number of support levels that all come in here in the upper 3,000s. First, we have 38.85, which is this swing low back here that you can see in the black dashed line, this horizontal level, 38.85. Then we have just below it 38.35, which is what? In silver, the Fibonacci, this is the 50% Fibonacci retracement of what? The entire move starting from the breakout in early 2024 up through the all-time high. The 50% retracement of that entire move comes at 38.35, which is only $50 below that low right there. Can you see that? So functionally, these are right on top of one another. And then don't forget about this. Don't forget about that rising former resistance now turned to support, which comes where? Right here, 37.20. And remember, this is a rising trend. So as we get into June, July, this trend is going to be in the 3800s as well. So in sum, there are going to be three separate support levels. Can you see that each one of these, the black, the silver, and the rising blue here, are completely separately derived? And what that means is that there are going to be separate groups, separate cohorts of traders that show up to buy gold on each of these levels. And because they're all going to come in here in the upper 3800s when we get into June, July of this year, there is a much higher probability that this low right here in the upper 3000s is going to represent a longer term bottom. There is a much higher probability that this will be a long-term bottom, for example, than this low that we just saw here 2.5 weeks ago at 4,100. Because as I said a little earlier, 4,100 really is not a very long-term support. It's just this one spike low, is this one little dashed downward trend, but there's really not a whole lot of other technical levels that we can talk about here at 4,100. Whereas we come in here a few months from now, 38.85, 38.35 into the 3,800s, that could be a much more significant low that sets up just a few months from now. So I want you to be aware that if in fact 4,800 fails to be recovered here over the coming weeks, you should look for this market to make one more significant low before what? Before I think the long-term rising trends are going to exert themselves later this year and carry this market into new all-time highs as we get into late 2026, early 2027, okay? So this is my base case. Remember, the green shaded right here is our target. The red is our attention. The red is my best suggestion for how this is going to play out within the green. Last but not least, as an analyst, I always define the level. Remember, I said we're talking about this make or break level, 4,800. What is the level then? What is the trajectory should 4,800 actually get recovered like this? Look at the orange arrow right here. Let's say the unexpected should happen and we get a couple of daily closes. We need to see daily closes above 4,800. It's currently trading at 4,650. Let's say we get 2 or 3 daily closes. There's a ceasefire that emerges between the United States and Israel and Iran. We get a couple closes above 4,800. That would be the signal that the coast is clear. That, in fact, this has merged and morphed into a more longer-term bottom. And from there, I would expect this market to move higher much more rapidly than my base scenario, which is shown in red. So 4,800 is the make or break level for gold over the course of the next few weeks to few months. And remember, this level is rising in time. So next week, it's not going to be 4,800. It's going to be higher. The week after that, it's going to be higher. And you will notice that there are always when we're at key levels like this, where you have a very clear rising trend, and then you have a break, and then you're getting back to that trend, we are always going to have if-then statements. Just like in computer programming, just like in any sort of logical form of analysis, where you have if X, then Y, we are always going to have if-then statements when you get to a critical level in price analysis. So in this case, it's if above 4,800, then we're going to be making new highs within the next several months. Or if 4,800 fails, we stay with the red scenario and we look for another more significant low to come within the next few months. And you would want to be ready for that. You really want to keep some capital on the side if you're not already, in case we do get that scenario. So that is the make or break level for gold. In our service called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus, we update these charts not just once or twice a month, but every single week for our premium subscribers. And when those levels break, our premium subscribers are the first to know about them via a flash update that goes right to their inbox. You receive premium members-only videos just like you're seeing today. Not only that, but every time we make a trade, an actual trade in the markets, not just general analysis, but when we buy or sell either gold, silver, a mining company, platinum, palladium, any one of the currencies, you receive a flash update that goes right to your email inbox. If you are a serious precious metals investor, you cannot afford to be without looking at these charts with us every single week. We have hundreds of investors from around the world who have been doing this with us successfully over the last 10 years. Do not miss out. If you're a higher net worth investor, you have to understand the power of private placements. In our service called Elite Private Placements, we buy gold and silver mining companies similar to in Precious Metals Intelligence Plus, but we do it at even better terms. And in the terms in our private placements, we're often able to buy shares at a discount, and we are always able to get free warrants on our shares. And remember, the warrants get you nearly twice as much upside as you receive if you bought the shares in the open market. So if you're a higher net worth investor, you have to understand how much additional profit you can make by buying the gold and silver mining companies in our service called Elite Private Placements. Remember, you also receive a free subscription to Precious Metals Intelligence Plus if you join us in the Elite service. If you would like to tailor this analysis to your individual situation, know that you can book a consultation on our website. We sit down for either 30 or 60 minutes by phone or by video conference, whichever you prefer, and I'm able to listen to your entire situation. Where are you? Are you just starting in the investment world? Do you have $5,000 that you're investing? Are you getting close to retirement? Are you saving for a house? Do you have 100% of your capital invested in precious metals and you're nervous that if we get one more dip like that, it would be uncomfortable for you to ride through? This is where in the consultations we sit down and we can tailor this analysis, these strategies to your individual situation. And remember, I do not sell the precious metals, nor do I take any fees or kickbacks from any of the mining companies. A lot of analysts in this industry do take kickbacks, and so their analysis is biased. You have to be extremely careful where you're getting your analysis from. Make sure you read the fine print when you're looking at analysis, because most of the analysts out there are indeed taking kickbacks or they work for one of these companies. I am 100% independent. I try to identify the key levels like you've seen here today. 4,800 is our make or break level for gold over the next several weeks. Let's see if gold can do it.